And that was actually a restaurant. Well, I opened, but it was still a restaurant in '89. I don't know when it officially closed.
Welcome back, Ashley. Sorry, I put you in the waiting room without giving you any warning.
It's okay.
So we're gonna hold off on purchasing this building till we have a walkthrough and a full development conversation with a prospective developer. And I understand that's gonna occur in May.
Is there a threat that when we tell the guy that we didn't vote on it, that he sells it for $5,000 to somebody between now and next month?
So be it. Unless you guys, I mean, I made that decision, the board, you know, we can. What's everybody's thoughts? Not do anything until we have.
Yeah, I'm not for jumping in without knowing what the background of this stuff is.
Yeah, I agree, so, okay. Moving on. Let me see, where were we? So new business,
Tax sale agreement, you'll see draft when you're packet. Start with executive summary on the top, so I drafted this to start the process with because the process is gonna go very fast for the tax sale. This is gonna be reviewed by the attorney. So if we're gonna make a motion, it should be to pass it with the attorney's okay, but this would just be asking them to enter an agreement with us in lieu of going to auction. So just a brief thing is why it's needed because of the tax sale changes in the back of the first page. So that we identify the property. And that they may hold them for us, then we'll pay for the appraisal if needed. And the county will calculate the surplus, so we have tried to like delineate whose responsibilities are what, and ours would be to pay for the appraisal. To have them calculate and tell us what the actual numbers are that they owed and what the calculation for fees, taxes and stuff like that. And then the county would hold that surplus if there was any. And any unclaimed surplus would be returned back to the land bank. So the section about why it benefits the county, I did this, I put this in here so they can see that it's covering their statutory requirements, and they have to do these things if they're gonna sell them to us, and we're helping them out by doing like a big carrot out of this to them is that we're offering to pay for the appraisals. Other land banks are doing this, they're butting heads with their municipalities because they're over who's gonna do the appraisal. I'm not even gonna, I think they'd be smart to not even ask them for it, it's seems like a battle that over $300-400 per property. We pay for those appraisals, it comes back to us in the end anyway, but I don't think we're gonna get them to do the appraisal process, but we can get them to do the bookkeeping part, tell us how much you're owed in taxes and hold that money in escrow for us.
Did you draw this up?
Yes,
Has it been in front of our attorney?
it's in his hands now, he hasn't got back to me, but yeah, I'm talking that he'll keep, assuming he might make some changes to it. And a big part of this is a flexible case by case implementation. We don't want that, not every house is gonna be the same as every mixed use building. So this is saying that we want an MOU that will allow us flexibility for property and not to come up with some blanket formula that's gonna end up not working. So what we're asking for is to enter an MOU for the 2026 tax auction. And properties be withheld from the auction and transferred to the land bank.
can you presenting this to Chris?
It'll be the board of legislators.
So who's gonna get the letter?
It's probably go to Carissa and to Brooke and then probably through the committee.
No, I just wanna know, we're not delivering to treasurer's office.
No.
Okay.
No, it'll be a part of it, but
Yeah.
I can go to both. I'll probably put CC them as well, but yeah. And then if you see on this, as if no MOU is in place, meaning that we can't figure out an agreement for the tax sale, the land bank represents and identified target properties to be withheld from the tax sale pending finalization of this agreement. Saying just if they drag their feet and we don't get a MOU in place, we're gonna still ask you to hold some properties till we figure it out. That's pretty much it.
I'd be surprised if the attorney leaves that in there. It gives them an out.
You know,
It's almost nullifying the whole agreement by having that in there, in my opinion.
for what, to take a property out,
No, if this doesn't happen, then. You know,
what means if it doesn't happen by the auction,
I know,
but yeah,
I'm just,
it has to happen, or we can't get properties. Unless they come up with a system on their own that's not outlined in here, and it's,
yeah,
we'll do
I mean,
it.
it's a try. I don't know.
Yeah, it's at least we're trying, that's really what we're going for, is just to say, hey, this is important, we need to move on this.
So anyone wanna make a motion to present this after it is reviewed by the attorney?
I would make the motion that this be presented pending approval or
Changes.
changes made by our.
Second to that,
Right, Bob?
I'll second. You get that? Well, you're at recording.
Easy, mighty, mo.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Alright,
Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Full demo of.
Oh, so you missed that.
476.
Oh,
We're basically quite well, there's a property report from the county in your packet, a picture of the house. Big old 4,592 square foot, 2-story building, it's considered a commercial building at this time. There's no zoning in Whiteville, so it could revert back to a housing unit.
Why is it considered commercial?
It's been stored for so long.
The storage?
Yeah.
What they use it for?
Yeah, for decades, so it's been in the family, they take care of it, they don't need any more, the person using the storage no longer uses it for that.
solid in 2011.
Say,
That's 15 years ago, those pictures.
And it'll be solid, it's sturdy. If you look on the back of all of it, there's 3 pictures, you can see how deep the lot goes.
Is there outbuildings there or that
I
all
think that's
that?
all addition.
Oh, it's hard to tell with
Yeah,
the numbers across the.
yeah, I think it's all we build, there's no outbuildings listed, so they are,
Do they want to give it to us?
yeah. Dollar transaction.
We need it. We want it. Are we gonna get it?
Easy one to hold
Yeah.
after grant.
I was gonna say, I mean,
Alright,
It could be 3 apartments, or 2 really big apartments.
It's like 4,600 square feet.
It's huge, but we also don't know what they're used, like some of those outbuildings, are the additions to the back.
did they make any stipulation on what we do with it, other than to keep it?
No, they just, they were gonna sell it, and they thought that they don't know who they'd sell it to. So they wanna get the land because we did good work on Main Street, they want us to keep working on Main Street.
so.
Will anybody walk through it? You guys walk?
No, it's literally given Friday.
Do we wanna know what we're getting, or just,
Yeah, it feels like a tax sale property, like maybe it's good inside, but I mean, we can go check it out. And give the guy a handshake and say, don't sell out from under, so we'll start leaving it.
I feel better if we had boots on the ground, and it's not like we have to do
I figured I
this.
should.
it'd be nice to at least look at the foundation.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Alright, so, we'll just, we'll turn that to the agenda for May.
Yeah, I said put a motion on in case you want to.
Yeah,
Here,
alright, I thought that's why I missed it, cause I thought that motion was for the MOU. But, controlled demo,
okay, for this, so we got 2 quotes, I got them in late, and then one this morning. The 2, one is from West Side Construction, he had to outsource this, he helped me get quotes, he got a quote, and multiple people I reached out to wouldn't touch it, some people came on site and said they didn't want to touch it, some just didn't look at it on the map and said they didn't want to touch it. I got 2 quotes when I tried to get 4, but I ended up with 2, one of them is $276,500.
say that again?
$278,500 to control demo it, and this is treating it all as asbestos. And the other bid came in, that was from West Side Construction. And then one came in for H Rao, who's been the second highest bidder. I went back and looked, he's been in multiple demos, he's been the second lowest bidder under the ones who had won in previous demos. his number is 109,600. So one is 109,600, which we have plenty of money for, and then the other one is 726, there's 276,50, which we don't have enough money for. We got about 150 to put into this and clean up after.
This is the backside of 4 to 6.
This is 4 to 6 deep.
Around the corner.
Burnout.
Oh,
This would be to get all the burnout down to the foundation so we can get in there and do the boring samples. And this is not talking about filling a basement, this is not total cleanup at the end. This is just the controlled demo, and then there'd be another maybe 20,000 into project monitoring and air quality monitoring. But we have the money for it.
this is the backside of that.
No, this is the
Behind
whole
the-
burnout. The big burnout across the street.
Oh, around the
Yeah,
corner?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm with you.
Question fireman.
I think we can get this thing down, cleaned up and then re-secured for under 150.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Motion to accept the
I'll make
bid
it
from, who is it?
for 100.
HHROA, RAUH.
Where are they from?
Jamestown. Who was the second? I'm sorry.
We have it.
Oh,
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried, open,
That didn't include the house next door, then.
did not, because we don't have the okay for that yet.
So potentially this would be parking lot eventually, like, that's what we're talking about.
Potentially, but I think that there's enough grant money out there that we might end up being able to put a 4 units someday.
Could either or.
Yeah, but you know.
if
You need to get your.
if somebody got that bait,
Yeah, thank God you believe about
they
it.
would use it in the parking lot.
I think someone got that.
If like the hospital wanted that bank on the corner, they would need the parking lot.
Well, even if they have the apartments on Main Street,
Yeah, sure.
I mean. You
Yeah.
got the lot way down back, but who wants to do that in the middle of winter time?
Yeah.
Exactly, but it,
I'd rather park around the corner, if it works out, that's all right.
yeah, and that could be municipal metered parking.
Okay, so we're opening
Okay, we got.
a bid for,
These bids went out, these bids were due April 15th, but we're opening them this morning. We have one submission. From. West Side Construction Group out of Churchville. New York.
makes that, her job easier to put it all like, so, yeah.
And it is itemized out, they also quoted a couple alternate, there's, look in the drawings, there's. Do it like this or do it like this, alternate ways of doing it, he put quotes for both, so there's gonna be a fluctuation in this price, but I'm gonna do it without alternates. I'll give you the price without alternates, which probably accurate one.
Yeah, just do it as the one that was just bid as the actual RFP.
But if you, it's itemized out other ways, so.
Yeah.
Put it out there. So the base bid is $620,000.
Jesus.
And the alt is 20,000, so 640 if you do the base plus the alternate. 100 to 120 days to bid. Because of the specs in here are historical specs. This is calling for cast iron replacement in kind from the whole stack, from the toilet, from the second floor down and out. Doesn't need to be that, it can be PVC. There is some leeway to this. I don't know how low we can get it.
What do we have in this project so far?
My guess is like 3 something.
So we're gonna be over $1 million on a house for itself for
Yeah,
80.
that's what I said to begin with.
232 so far.
What, 322?
232.
232.
Far.
But remember, a big chunk of money is gonna be a tax credit, so when we sell it, so say we have $100,000 coming back in tax credit, we can sell the building for 50 more, they keep 50, we keep 50, so we could actually make a little money on this.
How does that work? So we can get,
We can't use them, but we can adjust the sale price to. So if say we only want, we want we know we can only get 150 for this, but we're giving you $100,000 tax credits. We'll sell it to you for 200, now you keep 50 in your pocket, plus we get the sell it a little bit higher, regain.
why, there's no turning back now, I don't think. So, we got one bid.
But no, so we can accept the bid on, and between now and the next meeting. Accept his bid with a request to. Negotiate, that's what I'm looking for. The request to negotiate.
Is that a motion, Ed?
Yeah. As long as we request negotiation, yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
or.
Wants an Advil, cause I'm sure that hurt.
Any other discussion?
Down $600,000 house in Almond.
Yeah,
okay.
all in favor?
I,
Opposed? Thank God Kier's not here with me, or new.
and then next one historic house, one street.
Yeah,
You know, we went through some of this years ago on, they've got a historic district.
Yeah.
Oh, South Street.
off South Street, to the block part.
If they, any input on what they cost those kind of people to do those houses?
Those were all in pretty good shape when they created the district, there was maybe one or two, but I don't know. It was all private money. All right, let's pay some bills.
Yeah. You'll see one on the backside, Matt Road above doing, other than that administrative to me, the Center State CEO is our yearly, bank dues.
All right, Matt Roswell, all right,
I'll make that motion, Eric.
Second, bye.
all in favor?
I,
Pay those bills, we got capital. Waiting around every month.
He's low, he has two invoices, usually has
I
five.
know.
So we're all stalled out on some stuff for safer stuff.
And Peter Morris. They're in there, what's on the back? Motion to pay capital invoices,
I'll make this motion.
second,
I'll
I don't want
second
to do is try,
I know, I knew why you were looking at me, I'll second it.
I can do it.
all in favor?
I know.
Hey,
Opposed? Next meeting. May 18th. Nothing. Motion to adjourn at 11:07.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
aye.
All in favor? Aye.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks.
Please do.